Hello, Mr. Marcus. How are you?
I'm fine.
Very
Thank
good,
you
very
much.
good. Hello, Said Bhai.
Hi, Manish.
Nice to meet you guys
How are
again.
you?
Brilliant. So, how was your last week?
Good, very good.
Nice.
Yes.
And the E codes and the N codes were.
Oh yes, I could do that. I could
You-
convert some of my encodes
Oh, very nice.
and make it E-code, and I was very conscious about throughout the week to
Cool,
see
yeah.
that it is, it is
How
E-codes,
when the
yeah,
E codes
make
are
it
playing
work.
out, when the N codes are playing out.
Yes.
Very, very nice, very nice. Great. So this week we are gonna embark on a new journey. This is the third part of our segment of Incredible You. So this one's called Outcomes Plus. So we all have things to do in our life, but we keep postponing them. For some reason or the other, we say we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it sometimes else. We want to do it, but we don't do it. And the basic simple reason is because we don't set any timeline, we don't set any structure. So in this segment, we will focus on the outcomes, and then we will work our way through to achieving them.
Okay.
Right? So we're gonna basically start from the backwards. Usually people do things and they get an outcome
Okay.
of, if you do something, the outcome is this. If you do these steps, the outcome is this. But in this process, we will come up with outcome first,
And then make a process.
and then make a process accordingly. So let's start. So outcome excites, motivate and inspire us to take action and push our limits. Traditional goal setting doesn't work but comes aligned with your baselines and coding work like magic. What are outcomes? You now have understood baselines and integrated power coding and realize without these being clear and aligned, anything you try to achieve will be difficult. Once you have clarity of baseline and integrated power coding, our outcomes become easy to achieve. Have you ever met someone who has less skills than you, is not as smart as you, yet seems to have the Midas touch? Everything they touch just works. It's so annoying, right? But you now know why. Their baselines and coding isn't aligned with their dreams and actions. So their dreams and the baselines and their codes are aligned. That's why it's easier for them to achieve.
those things.
Yeah. An outcome is a focus point which will change your life. Unlike goals, outcomes shapes your character because they are set with your mental state of mind. Having outcomes excite, motivate, inspire us to take action and push our limits. Your traditional goal setting doesn't work, but outcome aligned with your baselines and coding works like magic. If you don't know where you want to be, how will you ever get there?
Right.
Simple as that. Besides knowing your outcomes, it's also important to have measurable, real outcomes and not just randomly set vague goals. Do you make an outcome real and measurable? Let's find out. So it's simple philosophy that you need to have measurable, believable outcomes. You cannot say that my outcome is to achieve $1 billion and then you don't know how to do it because it's unimaginable for you at the moment. So there is a small activity that we're gonna do. It's called what do I need to focus on, right? So about the activity, by doing this activity, your clients will focus down on absolutely critical and necessary top 3 outcomes of their lives that they should start working towards, right? So outcome is, purpose of this activity is to help your clients identify number of outcomes they have, both short terms and long terms, and then narrow down the ones that need critical attention. Step by step instructions. So step 1, outcomes brainstorm. Write down everything you want to achieve in the next 5 years. The list must have at least 50 outcomes. So we're going to take a rough time frame of 5 years, and within 5 years, what 50 things you want to achieve, right? Step 2, mark the timelines. In front of each outcome, write down number 1, 3, 5 or 5++, which represents the number of years it will take for you to achieve that outcome. From 1 year list, circle 3 of the most important outcomes. So every outcome that you, out of every 50 outcomes, you got to write approximately
1 year, 3 year, 5 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
When do you think
Time period.
reasonably will take to achieve this?
Okay.
It will take 1 year, 3 years, 5 or 5+. And then we will circle 3 main out of the 1 year list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which will be urgent, which will be
Which within 1 year is the most 3 urgent
ones which
outcomes you want to achieve. Step 3, define the outcome define the outcomes. Use the online tool Define My Outcomes. So on your coaching hub or Incredible You platform, there is something called Define My Outcome. To define your most important outcomes, this tool will help you put your outcomes in order of importance. After you finished with the activity, select the one outcome of the 3 that you can start to focus on now. That we discussed. Yeah. So, Mr. Marcus, let's start this activity.
Okay.
Right? And then I'll get back to you once you're done with the 50 outcomes, and we'll take it from there. Yes, Mr. Marcus. So you figured out your 50?
Yes, I figured out 50, and as you mentioned, I have shortlisted 3 most important in the first year.
In the first year, right?
Correct.
Great. Very good, very good. Can you share that with us?
Yes. One is I want to organize or rationalize my current businesses, because I have got a couple of businesses together. Some are doing well, some are not doing well, some are taking more time, some are not taking time.
Okay.
So I need to sit, organize them and see if some I have one or a couple of them I have to get away or keep, or where I need to put more focus on.
Okay.
To make it more profitable.
Okay, that's the first.
That's the first.
So
one.
you want to basically organize.
Yes,
your
organize and
businesses?
rationalize my current business.
Okay.
Second is I want to start coaching as early as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my good thing. And third one is I want to lose 8 kgs of weight.
8 kgs of weight.
Yeah.
Okay. And how important is that?
These all 3 are very important to me, and which I want to do it very fast.
Right. Like right away you want to. In these 3, which one would you start first?
The first one which I would start is basically my current business, which I want to look into.
Right.
And there where I'm struggling. So what are the elements I need to let go and.
Okay. Brilliant. So. Okay. So that's the outcome we have from the debrief is that you want to start your business. Out of those 3, you want to start that one first.
Yes.
That's more critical for you.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So what did we learn today? What benefit or
what I've learned is basically when you asked me to come out with the outcomes, there are so many things I want to do.
Right.
So many things I want to do. Yes, this I want to do. That
Exactly.
I want to do. This.
Yeah.
But what's the best part is you then divide them into 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year. That was good.
Yeah.
And plus, in 1 year, then what I need to look into, what I need to focus on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this is the 3-1 which it requires immediate focus or action.
Great. Yeah. So this really helps you when you
it
short it down. You know, rather than having everything in your head everywhere.
Yeah. Now that I have, so others are also important, but this is important. Unless I put these 3 in place, then I can look into something else.
Yeah. Great. And what was the last week we came up with the E-code?
My
you remember?
Yes, I remember my E-codes is
that one E-code that we said that we will.
I am money magnet.
Yeah. So this one we can really in line.
Yes.
With these outcomes, and you will actually do wonders.
True.
Yeah. True. Great. So we will meet at next session, and I'll take you through the next tool that we're going to use.
Thank you.
Okay. Great. Thanks, Marcus. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Manish.